Welcome to SethCraft. Today I'm introducing the Thunder Laser Fresh Air Intake. This intake system that you see right here will allow the Thunder Laser to pull outside air through the machine to get rid of the fumes and smoke while maintaining your inside air temperature and also humidity. That means it's going to work well for wintertime to keep your room nice and warm while still pulling air through the machine. And it'll also work in the summertime to pull that outside air through the machine and also keep the humidity down in your building as well. So today what I'd like to do is show you this system that I've come up with and then also do a full install. Now this is going to be shown here on the Thunder Laser Nova 35, but I'm also going to have this same setup for the other sizes of the Nova machine as well. I designed the fresh air intake to have the same color as the lid of the laser. It also has rounded curves and smooth surfaces to look its best. Now, as you'll notice, it is stuck to the side of the machine. It actually has magnets, so it doesn't alter the machine at all. Now keep in mind, you can still kick the bottom down here, but just try not to play soccer with that and you'll be all right. I will have a link to the air intake system in the description down below. All right, to get started with this installation, I have first got 8 feet of this double-sided tubing. This has the plastic on the outside and it has the aluminum on the inside. I will have links to every component used in the video in the description as well if you want to pick these up. So the first thing I want to do is take the adapter right here and place it into that tubing. Now if you want to, you can first put a hose clamp on here to make sure it doesn't come loose. Just remember that it's plastic and don't cinch that down too much. Here's what a hose clamp on this could look like. I'm gonna slip this up here to the top, find a place where I feel like it's going to rest, and then this certain type of hose clamp has a plastic twisty knob that makes it a little bit easier. There we go, snug on there but not over the top. I'm gonna take the flexible duct tube here and go up under the machine and push it out kind of towards the back, keeping my blue end right here and easy to get to. I have the duct pipe coming out here on the side of the laser. However, I do recommend that you go out the back of the laser if possible, just because it's a little bit too cramped for a full 6-inch tube to go through here. All right, I have the other end right here at my floor, as you can see. I now have the duct pipe attached to the blue adapter, which goes underneath the machine, where I'm gonna have this go through my floor. And I'm going to take the base of the air intake and slide this piece down into it. There we go. Quite simple. Now that's just going to rest right here in the very center of the machine. From here, I'm going to take one of the straight tubes and attach that to the top of it. Just make sure it seats down all the way. Now that does have magnets that will rest up against the machine. The second straight tube is going to go on top of that. Just press it down into place. This here is the T-piece that will attach to the tube that's down below. If I flip this over, you can see there is a tongue and groove fit between the sleeve and the T here. As you can see on this side of the T, there is a tab that is sticking out. I'm going to use this notch right here to then press down on that. And I found that I just line up this side right here and then I push this side over here until it snaps down into place. And you know it's in if you turn it to the side and you don't really see much of a gap in there. So, and that right there will keep that sleeve piece in place. Now that I have the sleeve in place, it's time to put the end cap on, and it has that tab right there and the notch right here. So I'm going to lift this up, set this down right here, and then once again line up one side and then press the other side down until it makes a good solid connection. Do the same to the other side and you will have this T-piece complete. Now that I have the T-piece assembled, I'm going to simply just press this down on the tube down below, and then the magnets will adhere to the side of the machine and keep that in place. Now up until this part right here, everybody's installation should be about the same. From this point forward, it's going to be different for everybody based upon what type of building you're in and what type of holes you can put into your structure as well. So I'm going to show you one potential option for installation. So the next stage is going to be installing a blast gate. This will close off the hot or cold air, depending on the time of year, from getting into the building and going inside the laser whenever it's not in use. So I feel like that is going to be something that's going to be very handy. I'll have a link to that down below. Next, I'm going to be installing this into my floor, and I'm going to use one of these adjustable 90s. So basically, you'll get to watch me do this, but put a hole in the floor, this will stick down in there, and then I'm going to have this long tube you see right here, and that's going to go away from my laser output over here. So I'll show you that as well. And then I'm going to step up on the end of that pipe to a 8-inch, and the reason for that is more surface area, because I'm going to put some aluminum window screen on there to keep bugs and mice out. So if you'll notice that the interior side of my air intake is all that plastic or aluminum tubing, and then I have the stainless steel stuff outside, which will help keep the rodents out. So something to consider. So let's go outside real quick, and I will show you where the output of my laser is, where the smoke and fumes goes, and then I'll show you where the intake is going to be and the separation between the two. This 6-inch vent on the outside of my building is where all of the thunder laser fumes are expelled. So you can see it's approximately 2.5 feet off of the ground. So what I have done on the inside of my building is run that tube over here to about this spot right here. And I'm going to drill a hole down, and I'm going to vent over here so that my air intake will come from right over here, and it will be far enough away so that the smoke from here won't be pulled in over here. I used a tape measure to make sure I'm far enough away from my joists. I'm going to go ahead and put a 6-inch hole in here. If you don't have a giant hole saw, you can also use a jigsaw to go around here and cut out this hole. Now that I have my hole drilled into the floor, I'm going to take this 90 degree and I'm going to stick it down in here and work it around until I finally get this to stick where I want it to. I've got a secondary piece of foam insulation up under here, so I've got to work it around. Before I press this all the way down into the hole, I want to get the blast gate installed. So I'm going to press this in here, and then I've got some self-tapping screws. They look like this right here, and I'm just going to be drilling this in here to keep this in position. I'm going to point it out this way so I can easily get to it later to open and close it. That ought to do it. Yep, all the way through there. See if I can put a couple more here on this to keep it from moving around. I can feel the air coming through here, and I will be able to close this blast gate, and that will prevent the air from getting into the room and the laser whenever not in use. Now it's time to attach the 6-inch duct pipe to the blast gate. I'm going to take another one of these hose clamps and put it around here first, and then I can start to press this down over here. Now that I have the pipe on here, I can tighten down this hose clamp to make a nice solid connection. In order to keep the air from leaking around this, I was going to use some caulking, but I feel like it's tight enough that I'm just going to stick a small piece of this door weather stripping under here all the way around, and it should be sufficient to keep the air from passing through this. So. I have the pass through the floor totally taped up and sealed up, so now it is good to go. Let's go ahead and open this up here just by opening that blast gate. I have a piece of 2x4 stuck in the laser, so let's go ahead and test out this air intake so you can see it in action. As you can see, the smoke is quickly leaving the unit as it is supposed to. I did not have to open any doors or windows in order for that airflow to pass through the machine. I've started that job again, so we can step outside and see the smoke coming through. Plenty of airflow is passing through the unit. Check this out. I have a laser thermometer. If I point over here, we're going to see about 67 to 68 degrees from just a few minutes of having this open. Got 59 in there, so 58. So it has already dropped 10 degrees on that metal just by having this open. It's about 45 degrees outside right now. So that's what would happen to this room. It would quickly drop down to about 45 with this machine running. And there you have it, a quick install of the SethCraft fresh air intake for the Thunder Laser Nova 35. These pieces are able to just clip onto the machine by way of magnet, so it's not going to alter the machine any here. I can actually feel that cold air coming out of here whenever I remove this. So it is passing a lot of air. If you've ever run the Nova, then you know that you have to have a door or a window open. And if it's cold outside or hot outside, that temperature enters your building very quickly. So if you're looking to purchase this, I have a link in the description down below to the SethCraft shop website. Hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.